Hey there, I'm Sage Grayson, a former book editor turned life coach. I help ambitious career women edit their habits, routines, and mindsets to balance their happiness at work and home. I'm a life editor, and so are you. Today we're talking about how you can amp up your productivity by using the sandwich method. Let's go! In an ideal world, everything we do would bring us joy and happiness. There would be no laundry, no angry customers, no whining kids, and no commuting to and from the office in a never-ending cycle. But this is reality, and there will always be things that we would rather not do. We want to ignore those frustrating projects, procrastinate a little bit longer, and maybe just erase them from our to-do lists. Here's the truth. The longer you put off doing those awful tasks, the worse they're going to get. It's like you're on a sinking ship, and you're hoping that the gaping hole that's rapidly filling with water will just disappear if you don't look at it. Stop hiding. We're going to tackle your to-do list and knock out each and every one of those terrible projects. But we're going to do so in a way that nurtures your physical and mental health so that you can be the best you possible. Let me introduce you to the sandwich method. Now, you may already be familiar with sandwiching a negative comment in between two positive compliments. Thanks for letting me house sit for you. Your home is beautiful. I accidentally left your back door open and now your house is full of raccoons. Look, I made cookies! The idea is to lessen the impact of the middle thing by creating a buffer of positivity on either side. So what does this have to do with your to-do list? The sandwich method for productivity involves sandwiching a task that you're procrastinating on in between a treat and a reward. Here's how to get your sandwich on. Number 1, give yourself a treat. I mentioned in a previous video the difference between treats and rewards, but here's a refresher. Treats are free or inexpensive things that you give yourself simply because you're a human being. You get treats just for being you, and you don't have to earn them. An obvious treat might be a fun coffee drink at the start of your workday, or maybe a walk around the block with your dog, or maybe a new gratitude journal. A small, inexpensive treat is essential for putting you in a good mood without spending a ton of money. A shopping spree when you're avoiding your work is only going to make you feel bad later. When you've got your treat and you're feeling good, then it's time to move into the center of the sandwich. Number 2, do the awful thing. Now that you've soothed yourself with a lovely treat, it's time to gather up all your strength and actually do the thing you've been dreading. Productivity expert Brian Tracy calls this the eat that frog method. You gotta take a bite out of whatever nasty thing is sitting at the top of your to-do list. When I'm doing something particularly stressful or mind-numbing, I like to set a timer for 10 minutes. You can do anything for 10 minutes. And using a timer creates this underlying sense of urgency, so you're constantly racing the clock. Stay focused until the awful thing is completely finished. You don't want to leave any piece undone, or else you'll be back in the same position tomorrow. It's going to be okay. I believe in you. Number 3, give yourself a fantastic reward. Oh my gosh, you did it! You emailed that bad client, sent off that 100-page report, or finally cleaned up your closet. I'm so proud of you for finishing that dreaded task. Now here's the good part. Give yourself a fantastic reward for toughing it out and being a professional. A reward is different than a treat. Now, while a treat is inexpensive or free and given simply because you're a human being, a reward is bigger. It costs money, and it must be earned through concentrated effort. Why does a reward cost money? Because it's got to be meaningful. It should feel like a super special reward that you just can't get anytime you want. A physical object, like a new ring, or an experience, like a trip to Hawaii, will give you something to strive for. Imagine how much easier it will be to finish that awful project when you've got a new laptop waiting for you at the end. How much money you spend on your reward is up to you and your budget. Make sure it feels congruent to the amount of effort that you put into the project. Maybe you'll go to the movies with your friends after firing a problem client. Maybe you'll go on a cruise after giving a presentation in front of the entire company that lands you a big promotion. Sandwich productivity works by cushioning your dreaded tasks with nurturing treats and rewards. Life can be tough sometimes, so give yourself permission to be good to you. That's it! This week, pick one awful task to sandwich in between a treat and a reward. How can you make this nagging project less of a hassle? If you want even more productivity tips to help you get stuff done in less time, you gotta check out my time management course for entrepreneurs, Startup in 60. And you can find it at sagegrayson.com/startupin60. You'll go from idea to fully functioning business in just 60 days, whether you've got 60 minutes or 60 seconds per day. Join now at sagegrayson.com/startupin60. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.